Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurabhe Namah. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurabhe Namah. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Sri Satgurudeva Te Namaha Sri Baba Vajaranga Te Namaha Sri Tilakshmi Paramhamsa Te Namaha Sri Shankara Tilaka Swami Paramahamsa Te Namaha Hari Om. Saraswati Namostubhyam Parade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Shankara Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutravasi Krito Vande Bhagavanto Puna Puna Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Mami Bhagavat Padam Shankara Loka Shankaram Shuklam Bharadram Vishnu Shashiram Chaturvyam Prasannavadhanam Jaya Sarva Vipnopasantaya Adaj Nana Patmakam Bhajanam Maharanjam Anekadantam Bhaktanam Vekadantam Mukasmate Vakratinda Mahakoti Svasamatra Nirvitnate Devas Sarva Karyesu Sarva. So during this day we are going to talk about the topic. The name is the three natures of the spiritual life. Basically, the three natures are the devotional service, is the first one. Second one is the yoga, like one art of living in harmony and with ability. The third one is the relationship between the disciple and the teacher. So these three topics, we can resume the basis of the spiritual life of a person, according to the yoga and the Veda tradition. Okay? So first, I want to try to explain to you where are you. You are in one ashram. This place we call ashram. And the word ashram is a Sanskrit word, and the meaning is in Sanskrit refreshment. Then you can say the ashram is a place you can find refresh from the tensions and from the dangers of the life. In ancient times, the ashram was inside of the forest. People they want to go, they want to arrive in an ashram. They have to go beyond the dangers that was in the forest. It was wildlife. They have to go beyond these dangers, animals they can find. That was not easy to find the food and water and everything. So when finally they arrive in the ashram, they can find security, they can find food. But also the people when they went to the ashram is because they want to relieve the tensions of the life and the suffering of the life. They want to get how to relieve these sufferings. So basically, we can say that the ashram is a place we can learn how to avoid the suffering and put in practical way the teachings, this knowledge, to avoid the suffering. In ashram, we live basically monks, monks. So the ashram is from the Vedic tradition. So the monks, we are Vedic monks. As when we talk about the Christian tradition, the monks are Christians. Firstly, they are Christians, and after they became monks. But momentarily, for some time, people they are no monks, they can live in, they can get experience to live in the ashram. Similar, trying to follow some similarity, the life that the monks will follow in the ashram, and try to experiment what things you can do. Normally in the ashram, they are living guru or master, and the persons they learn with the teachers, the teachers, the acharyas, they are living there, the masters, and the guru, who is the rector of the ashram. He is the master. Normally the guru is the rector. It means he fixes all the discipline, how to live. According to the different ashrams, the discipline can change. We can say that there is a basic discipline we follow in every ashram, but after there is particular disciplines in every ashram we follow different. This ashram we are living, the name is Sadhanalaya. Sadhanalaya. In Sadhanalaya, Sanskrit word is composed by two words, sadhana and laya. Sadhana means the effort to do in order to achieve the truth. Sat. Sat means the truth. And dana means the offering. Then sana, it means the offering you do it in order to achieve what is the truth, what is the reality. And laya means dissolution. Then sadhanalaya means the place in which you deluded yourself in the practice in order to achieve the truth, the sat. Also, when we join sadhana alaya, alaya means a place to live. Alaya means a place to live. So the ashram, the name is Sadhanalaya. This ashram especially is place in which he lives permanently in the guru. So we call also Guru Dham. Guru Dham, Dhamma means the place. Guru. So Guru Dhama means the place in which he lives permanently. This is the house of the Guru. It's an ashram, but also is especially Guru Dhama. There are ashramas, the Guru maybe is not living there, but they live in monks and they follow the discipline. He stabilized the Guru, but he is not living there. Sometimes he came, sometimes he go, but it's not his residence. When we talk about the Guru Dhama means the residence, permanent residence of the Guru. So the people, monks, we are living in Guru Dhamma, we are fully dedicated to the service of the Guru. We can say that we are like his personal attendants, but mainly is to follow his instructions and try to attend him in everything he takes. So the name of this Guru Dhamma, his name also, is Abhinavagupta. Abhinavagupta Dhamma. The name of the ashram is Sadhanalaya, and the name of the Guru Rama, the residence of the Guru, is Abhinavagupta. And Abhinavagupta was a famous yogi. He was a great master, famous yogi, philosopher, and great artist. He was a great painter, great musician, and great writer. He lived around 10th century after Christ. He lived in north of India, in Kashmir. And he was a very special guru because he teaches the basis of one of the different philosophies we can get in the Vedic tradition. In Vedic tradition, there are different systems of philosophy. There is not only one. As the same way that when we talk about, for example, the Greek philosophy, there are different systems of philosophy. The Greeks, they have not only one kind of philosophy, there are different systems. Also, in the Vedic tradition, there are different systems of philosophy. And he developed one very special method to understand the philosophy we call Shaivism. I'm not going now to talk about the Shaivism, but I can secure mainly the Shaivism. They talk about the supreme reality, which we all this universe can, and all this universe is the body of this supreme reality we call Shiva, and we are joined with this supreme reality. We see this universe like the body of Shiva, and we feel happiness. But when we see it separate from Shiva, we feel pain, feel happiness, different kind of suffering. So, in the memory of this great philosopher, this great master, this Guru Dan received the name of Abhinava. According to the tradition, Abhinavagupta was the incarnation of one form of Shiva, we call Bhairava. It's a terrible form of Shiva, to destroy all the external enemies that they don't allow to you to get the knowledge of yourself. We can tell many things about the Bhairava, but now also we are going to tell more because it will take a lot of time. Okay. So our master, the rector of this ashram and the master who resides here, his name is Sri Swami Shankara Ananda Tilaka Saraswati. This is his complete name. No? Swami means master, who is master of himself. And in the time he developed the mastering of himself, he can teach to another. Mainly, what teach one Swami to another? To get control of his senses and to manage his mind. Okay? This is the basis of the teachings of one Swami. Shankara means he who is victorious in everything, and he can give victory to another. And this is the meaning of Shankara. And Tilaka means, this is a tilak, you see, this line we put here is a tilak, it means the mark of the self. There are different kinds of tilaks. Sometimes you can see 3 lines like this. Sometimes you can see 1 point. Sometimes you can see this line. Or another different types of things. No? But when we put these different lines or dots and these things, we want to represent that we try to develop the consciousness of the self in different levels. When we put, for example, this line, it means that we are full dedicated to the service of everyone. Our main activity is to give service to all the people. So, tilaka is the mark of the self, and this tilaka is added to the name of the guru because it's in the honor of his guru. His guru was Swami in the center. You can see he was Swami Tilak Paramahansa. So he received the name Swami Shankara Ananda, and after he put Tilaka. And every of us, in the memory of Swami Tilak, we receive the name Tilaka also. Shankari Brahmacharini, Shankari Chaitanya Tilaka, Swami Advayananda Tilaka, Brahmachari Buddha Ghosh Tilaka. All of us, we have Tilaka because we want to remember always Swami Tilaka. So the suffix Ananda refers to the monastic order we came. We, as monks, we belong to one monastic order, and the name of this monastic order is Saraswati. Mainly in the Vedic tradition, we find 10 different monastic orders. And there was very, very important master. He lived in the 7th century after Christ. His name was Adi Sankaracharya. And he founded these 10 monastic orders. Before Sankaracharya, don't exist like today exist these orders. No? As we have orders also in the Christianism. No? We have Carmelitas, we have Jesuitas, we have different kind of orders. They was founded by one monk sometime. Also in the Vedic tradition, these 10 orders appear in one moment. So, according to the action and the things they do it, they receive the name. Basically, the purpose of our order, of the Saraswati order, is to achieve the knowledge of the Veda and try to share with another, the people they meet. Okay. So, this is the meaning of Swami Shankara Tilaka Ananda Saraswati. Okay. So I was talking about the Swamis, the Adi Sankaracharya, and as monks, the different orders, they have different bows, and we have one bow. Mainly, we have only one bow. If we go to the scriptures, we can find that the monks, we have many, many bows, but it depends of different schools. There are different bows. And in all schools, there is only one bow. And the bow we have is to follow the obedience to the Guru. This is the only bow we have. Obedience, voto, ¿cómo se dice voto? Voto monástico. Okay. There are different monastic commitments, and we have only one, and this is the obedience to the commands of the Guru. So, now, you know, you are in this place. Why you are in this place? Because first you want to be here, and we want also you to be here. We are agreed. but we are you want, we want. So normally the people, they came to the ashram because they are searching for knowledge, spiritual knowledge, and the spiritual knowledge you can achieve through hearing the knowledge and through put in practice. Then the ashram is to live in the ashram is a very, very great, very big opportunity to receive daily knowledge and to put in practice. When you live in a ashram, many things can happen. If you have your mind open, then it will be very good experience. But if your mind is narrow, maybe the experience will be so beautiful. But at the end, in any way, you will receive very good samskaras, we said in Sanskrit, very good impressions, very good seeds, spiritual seeds. They will remain in your mind, they will remain in your heart, and in any time they will grow in your life. Sometimes I think that to live in one ashram is similar when you go to India. Or Gurudev, he said that India is like a washing machine of the karma, because we have karma from the past lives. We have different karmas, and these karmas appear when you go to India. These karmas appear suddenly. Many situations, many different situations. Sometimes we feel like a very, very problematic. Really, sometimes they are not so problematic, but our mind, it looks like very problematic. And we have to remove these tensions, slowly, slowly, slowly. And for that, we have to concentrate ourselves in the karma yoga, in the teachings. We have to try to aprovechar, aprovechar al máximo, Okay, when you are in the ashram, you don't try to live like when you are outside of the ashram. You try to aprovechar the moment you are living in the... ¿Cómo?
Take advance.
Take advance, yeah. Okay, you try to take advance that you are living in the ashram and don't think what are you doing out of the ashram. Because the experience of the ashram, you don't will get in another place. When you go out of the ashram, you live like you live in different places, in another ashram. But now you are here, then you try to take as much as possible advantage of everything that you will learn, that you will do it. And after, when you go out of the ashram, you take with you, and you, if you want to put in practice in your life, you put. If you don't want to put, don't put. But try to take this advantage, And for that, you have to try to first develop Shravana. Shravana means to hear. This is because when we see the sacred statues, for example, the Buddha, we represent with long hairs. It means that the sage, first, they hear. And to hear, you have to open your ears. If you don't open your ears, then you don't will hear. It means if you are full of your ideas, then it's very difficult. you will hear different ideas they are going to teach you in the ashram. If you always compare the words you hear of the master, of the guru, or the different teachers they are in the ashram, and immediately when you hear the teaching, you start to compare this different. I think in another way. I don't understand this. You have to open your mind. Open your mind and hear with purity. Don't interfere. You hear. Don't try to put your before ideas when you hear the teachings. When you do it, your karma yogas, you do it with full concentration. And do it like if you are doing meditation. And then when the thoughts coming, you try to leave the thoughts coming and go. Because you start to connect with the spiritual life, and spiritual life is one path of war, internal war. You have to fight against your ego. And the ego manifests itself in many ways, because the ego don't want to go. The ego always wants to remain. No? The ego always wants to support himself. How the ego supports himself? Through the normal activities he do it. Because the support of the ego is the activities in daily life he made. But when you are in ashram, these activities will stop. And then you have to do it, activities not for the support of the ego. You will have to make activities for support of your soul. It means how the ego support through the fruits of the actions he do it. But in ashram, you don't do it action in order to get fruits. You, because the fruits of the ashram is not for you, in one sense. No? Maybe you have to do it some kind of activities that you agree to live in ashram, and with these activities, you support your agreement. No? But beyond this agreement, every action you do it not for yourself. You do it in order to be disattached of the fruits of these actions. It will be for your soul. So you try to develop concentration in all the karma yogas. You do it and try to avoid any kind of polemic or any kind of tension. And you try to develop quietness and enjoy, and try to learn as much as possible. So in this way, the words enter through your ears, they came to your mind, they give light, different light in your mind, and after they came to your heart. And you start to develop different kind of experience. So after Shravana, you have to try to develop memory. This is the second point important. First is Shravana, to hear. But if you forget, then this is a problem, no? Now we are talking about this thing. But after, when we go out from here, we forget the things we hear here, then maybe we will do it, the things like when we are out. We have to remember. And when there's some problems coming to our mind, we have to remember the teachings. try to fighting with these problems, no, to solve these problems. And we have to try to memorize as much as possible. So the first is Ravana, the second is Smaranam, memory. The third one is to make vichara, to make analysis, analyze ourselves. No? It means that we have to observe our mind, how we react in the actions we do it in the ashram, how we react in the relationship with the different people they are living in the ashram, in the relationship with the guru, with the teachers, with the masters. And through the observation, we can be separate little from this kind of reactions. No? And this is very important because mainly through the practice, the knowledge and the practice we will do it in the ashram, we can get peace, a state of mind in which we develop peace. Maybe when we go different places, we enjoy different things. Our nerves, they are in touch with the things, and we feel satisfaction, we feel pleasures, no? But the mainly thing we can get in the life in the ashram is peace. That is very great treasure, because normally our mind never is in peace. Our mind always is fighting against itself or against another one. No? We are full of worries, no? Preocupaciones, worries. Okay? So always we have worries for this, for that, for. But through the yoga, we can learn in the ashram, we can achieve this state of peace, of calm. But for that, we have to try to separate ourselves from the mind, of the reactions of the mind. We have to try to develop this observation of the mind. In fact, we can write, we can make a diary, we can take notes. Oh, my mind today, I think there was no good reaction because I lost my peace. No? The peace is no something will come one day. No, oh, peace coming. No? The peace is inside of us, and we have to cultivate. How we cultivate the peace? Through avoid this thing, this kind of actions, this kind of thoughts, this kind of words, they make us to lose the peace. The peace, in fact, is inside of us. It's not out. No, it's something we have to catch out. It's inside. Only we have to remove these things. Don't allow us to be in a company of the peace. This is because it's important we observe ourselves in the different reactions and try to correct ourselves. This we call vichara. And after vichara, it comes viveka. Viveka means discernment. So, discernment, you understand? Discernimiento? No, exactly. Distinguish, separate black from white, separate night from day. Eh? Yeah, mainly we can say discerning is
Actually, it's discernment.
discernment.
Which means discrimination.
Ah, discrimination. You understand discrimination? Yeah. So, in the time, slowly you achieve little bit of peace in yourself, and then you can compare it. How was your life before? How many quantity of peace you get according to your life, according to the activities you do it, how quantity of peace now you achieve through the things you are doing in the ashram, and through the knowledge you are receiving. And in the way, if you make this discernment slowly, slowly, in a natural way, after you will put in practice in your life this way of living. In some way, you will put in practice, because in the moment you will experiment this kind of sensations, this kind of consciousness. You always will like to get again and again and again and again. And for that, you will know that you have to do it in different ways, the things you do it up to now. So this is disattachment. You have to try to be disattached of your points of view before you have. Because if you don't disattach of this point of view, the efforts you do it don't will be success in any way. It's like if you smoke, no, for example, and you want to live to smoke. You first, what you have to do it. First, you have to be conscious what are the things it came through the smoke. No? What is the danger to smoke? What are the perjuicios? Eh? The perjuicios? Damage. Okay, the damage it came through the smoke, no? And when you are full consciousness of that, you have to try to be near of the people they don't smoke, because if you are near of the people they smoke, I think you always want to smoke, because the people smoke, they remember you to this sensation. Then slowly you have to try to be a little separate from these people, and after you, during the time you don't smoke, you have to change the like of smoke for another kind of things you do it, and you get likes in that. Then you have to be disattached of this feeling, because if you always remember the taste of the smoke, you are doing things, but you always, was very nice, this kind of tobacco, this thing. You always develop this kind of thoughts. You allow this kind of thoughts, then never you will be success. In one moment, you will again smoke. Understand? Then you has to stop this kind of thoughts. And we call this disattachment. But not only stop, you have to substitute for another kind of activities. They give you good taste, give you satisfaction. So mainly in the ashram, when you are living in the ashram, when you get good concentration in the karma yoga, when you get good concentration in the meditation, when you get good concentration in chanting the mantra, you will get a lot of satisfaction. Really, believe me, you will get a lot of satisfaction, because when the mind is concentrated in one point, is start world of peace, big world of peace, and this is hundreds, thousand times more will give you more satisfaction than everything you can be in contact in this world. It's a very strange sensation. So you try to do it with concentration, try to do it every karma yoga, every mantra, try to get concentration of every teaching you receive. Try to thinking and try to make questions. Try to analyze yourself. And in this way, you will get most advantage possible of your time here in the Asana. So for today, I think we finish. And I tried to encourage to you to do this thing, thinking this topic we are talking today. And tomorrow we will continue. And if sometimes questions appear in your mind, I suggest you write an answer in the class. You can do the questions, and we will try to answer you. And also, sometimes Gurudev, he gives Darshan the opportunity to attend his teachings. And in this moment, sometimes also he gives opportunity to make questions, and we can take advantage also to make questions to him, because he can answer in our necessity. Normally, the gurus, they have deep vision, and I don't know what happened with the gurus. In one sense, I don't know what happened, because they look one person and they know. After they look one person, talking few times with them, they can know better this person than himself. And then sometimes you make a questions, and he answer for you the question in the necessity real you have. Then it's good time to make questions when we will have a person with good level. In any way, you try to write the questions and the question. And if you want to make in the class, within the class, I will try to answer as much good as possible for you. Okay. When you try to, we will talk these days about how to get the relationship between you and the monks and everything. Okay, I don't explain what to. Okay, thank you very much, and I ask you forgiveness if I make any mistake. This is my mistake, my personal mistake. Is not a mistake of the teachings of the Gurudev and from the Vedic tradition. Okay. Karachana kritam bhagayan karmayamba sarvanam ajanayam bhamana sambha paradam hitam bhavihitam bha sarvam takshamasva jaya jaya karunabde shri Deva Shambho Hari Satgurunatha Maharaj ki Jai, Shri Bhagavan ji ki Jai, Shri Sanatana Dharma ki Jai, Jai Sitaram.